getting annoyed with our neighbors as soon as we start streaming. They're mowing.
We just hopped on. I'm just sitting here waiting for people to come. But thanks for being here. This is a nerdy stream to show off my collectibles, little nerdy things I've had since I was a kid, things that mean a lot to me, things that I have a deep passion for. So, hi Shelby. So this stream is going to be
I'm buttoning this wrong. Oh my gosh.
a good precursor to figure out where my nerdiness lies, the things that I love, things that I like. I've kept a lot of things from my childhood. Those things mean a whole lot to me, so I embrace the nerdiness. I love being nerdy. So yeah, today is just going to be an easygoing, laid-back stream. Just going to show off some stuff.
Just hanging out.
Talk to you guys. I've been wanting to show off some of this stuff for a long time on stream, and up until recently, you know, we hadn't really thought about doing a stream of it. So today's the day. We don't usually stream on Tuesdays, but Cat's off, and we figured, you know what?
Why not?
I went down in the basement, grabbed a box full of stuff that I wanted to show off. Hi, Silva. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Silva.
Good to see you, man.
Hello.
Thank you all so much for being here. Like I said, this is just a nerdy stream. I want to show you guys some stuff, talk about the old days. I'll be 34 this year. The old days, maybe the 90s. A few of these things are more recent, but I'm looking forward to showing you guys a lot of stuff I had as a kid. So, without further ado, I guess we could start out with something pretty, oh yeah, memory lane, nostalgia, retro. The good old days. Everyone has their good old days, you know. I was born in '87. Obviously, mine are going to be the '90s. But anyway, to get started, I got a lot of stuff to show you guys, and I have a ton more things. A lot more shit, I guess you could say, down in the basement. So we can have multiple streams if you guys like streams like this. I just want to show you some cool stuff I got that means a lot to me. And we can go back and forth on the kind of stuff you guys liked when you were kids, too. So the first thing I want to show, and it kind of brings a tear to the eye. You know, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But I actually have the limited edition Chase figure, Funko Pop, of the masked Black Panther. It's definitely a prized possession. Chase Funkos are generally pretty rare, and Katrina ordered this for me about 5 years ago.
It was about 4 years.
4 years ago.
Yeah, and Jeremy was super mad because I got the variant in the box. And
yeah, the Chase is like the variant. It's limited edition. Getting some weird feedback. Let me check my phone.
Oh, it's my phone. Oops. I'm sorry. Keep it away from the computer.
Sorry about that, guys.
That darn 5G.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's.
Is that better? I'm sorry. I'm fucking all this up already.
No, you're good. It's my fault. It's my phone. I forgot. I can't have it near computers. I'm gonna turn it down.
Hopefully it sounds better, guys. My bad.
I'm gonna turn off my data and see if that helps. It should.
I knew the stream would not go well.
No, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
You're good.
But anyway, hopefully that sounds better. Yeah, the chances of getting a Chase, we ordered this. She ordered it online somewhere, and ended up getting the Chase, which is really rare.
I got it from.
I don't remember where.
The Chase edition. I think I got this at Walmart. I think I got that one at Walmart.
Anyway, it's awesome. Thank you, Silva. Thank you. Yeah, this means a lot to me. I deeply love Black Panther as a character. Chadwick Boseman did amazing as T'Challa in the movies to me, and I was really, really sad when he passed away. So you know, when he passed away, I put this where I could look at it every day to sort of, you know, I'm a sentimental guy. I feel bad that he died, and Black Panther is an incredible character, and I love the films. So, there's that. Let's see here. I brought up a lot of stuff to go through with you guys. While we're on the topic of Black Panther, I would like to show you forgive me, y'all. Yeah, I love that movie too.
Sit down.
It's gonna be the last one I find, probably. Here we go. It's one of the oldest comics I have. Black Panther #4. Once you get to Black Panther 1, 2, and 3, they're pretty damn expensive. So I got issue #4 ever of the Black Panther. Like I said, I love Black Panther. I've had this issue for like 10 years maybe. And yes, I love comic books. I still read them as often as possible. This comic is from 1977. Edited, written, and drawn by Jack Kirby, one of the greatest people ever in comics. Give it up for Jack Kirby. Check out this cover, y'all. How cool is that? Blackie P.
You might, if you're comfortable taking them out of the packaging, you might want to take them out to just make them more visible.
This might have less glare.
Yeah, that's better.
A little sharper of an image.
Excuse me, Mom.
Yes.
What is a life arrow? A leaf arrow?
Huh?
That thing.
A leaf arrow. You don't have a leaf arrow. That's just a regular arrow, Sweet Pea.
I'm not sure, Abby. I'm sorry.
All the other ones. It was longer.
No, that's just a regular hunting arrow, baby. You get on the forest. You get the hunting arrows, poison arrows, and fire arrows.
That's awesome, Shelby. I'd like to see those, honestly. That's really cool. This comic, now, again, I just want to be clear. I don't buy comics just to buy them and collect them. I've read every single comic in my possession. Some of these are from my childhood. Some of them I've bought after. This one, however, and another thing before I go on is I don't really care how much they're worth. Like, maybe someday Abby can cash them in to go to college or something. But I don't get the comics for what they're worth. I'm a sucker for awesome covers.
You like to be more hands-on with them.
And, yeah, I'm not like one of those collectors that put on white gloves and, like, you know.
Yeah. Like pushing up your glasses and stuff.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite comics of all time. My mom got me this when I was a little kid.
It's shiny.
And the coolest part of it is the cover, you know, is translucent and the image overlays the front page of the Daily Planet. I've had this comic is probably, you know what, let me look at the date for you guys. 1998. I've had this since 98. And I just love the cover. The comic itself is really, really good. I mean, if you're into comics and that doesn't make you tingle, I don't know who you are. So,
Did you say tingle or tinkle?
Tingle. Yeah, Mo, yeah. Yeah, Silva, this is the only comic I have like that. And I just think it's so cool, the fact that it's different. You know, the bursts of color. And I just think that is so badass. Pretty cool little overlay there. So week's Superman comic. It's about him saving the Daily Planet from '98. So I was 11 years old. So that came from my childhood. Another thing that came from my childhood that I'd like to show, and I have many of these, but I decided to only bring one up. You are correct, Mama. I have always loved Superman and always will. Tell me if you guys remember these. Disney Adventures, y'all. I had a subscription to these for years and years. That is some straight up nostalgia for me right there. When Toy Story fucking came out. That seems like forever ago. The first Toy Story. Like, what the hell?
Give me just a second. I'm going to edit something on the webcam because it's flickering a lot. I'm going to take the auto zoom off. Or autofocus.
I caught me a deer.
Good job, Abby.
There you go. That should be better.
This is from December '95. So I was a little guy.
Fix it.
I was about 8 years old when I got this in the mail. I loved getting these in the mail. I looked forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good day when you check the mailbox and you get a Disney Adventures. Silva, that's awesome, man. That's what I was into, you know. And inside of it, you have silly little comics, you know, inside scoops on the movies. I have a ton of these. I always thought they were cool. And anytime this is an item, I look at it, it takes me back, you know, back in the day. The good old 90s. So there's that.
I'm going to try something real quick, if you don't mind.
What's that?
Something's up with the camera, and it keeps, like, flashing, so I'm going to move the light. Just never mind me here, you guys. I'm just moving something real fast. Because it keeps flashing, and I don't know... Oh, that looks way better anyway.
Cool.
You'll just have to take stuff out of the sleeves if you want to show it off.
Thank you guys again for hanging out and spending time with me. This is, it makes me feel good to be able to show off my nerdy shit, the stuff that I like. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, looking at it, and hearing me blab on and on about how much it means to me. Like a big fat baby. So, this comic my mother bought me when I was a little kid. I've had this forever and ever and ever. It's number 64, Superman. It's from 1992. It is about a little kid riding Superman as if he were Santa Claus. And obviously there's more to it than that. But, you know, as a little kid, One reason I like Superman and stuff like that is like, what if this dude was real? Like, how much longer would people live? You know, you would always feel like you have an ally if something happened to you. And so, this specific issue is one I wanted to show because I've had this since I was 5. And it's still in pretty damn good condition.
Yeah, for having it as a 5-year-old, that's in
I've
really
read
good
this a
condition.
lot throughout the years, too. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I love the cover as well. Definitely takes me back to the old days. Skipping a beat here, I'm going to show some other stuff so we don't get comic fatigue. My favorite video game of all time. I had to bring this up.
You might want to hold it up
Thanks,
closer
Mom.
so that people can see what it is.
Tis. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
I love the artwork.
See if I can get it to...
Let me fix the webcam real quick. I took the zoom off of it. Or focus, I'm sorry. The camera's... I'm going to have to upgrade our webcam at some point. I'm going to have to use this one for work and get
See
something
if I
else.
can get it to focus in.
There you go.
Check that out, y'all. And I've had this... Geez, when did this game come out?
I don't even know.
Yeah, Mom, me and you used to play this a lot. It's my favorite game of all time on my favorite system of all time, Super Nintendo, from Konami. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Such a fun game. I never beat it, but I still love it. I could play it over and over days on end. So if you've never played this and you have a Super Nintendo, I highly advise you find this game and play it. It is absolutely amazing. So, next, on the more whimsical side of things, this
Ask
is
if anybody
called-
remembers what it is.
Yeah, it was actually a little before that, Ma. I was about 7 or 8 for the game. But has anyone ever seen one of these? I got this as I was a young kid as well. I don't know if there's a date on it. There is no date, but I would liken this back to. There's no date. Probably the mid-90s. It's called a dragon tail. So what you would do, the dragon's tail back here, you pull it, and the dude spins around, and I guarantee you I got this stuck on my roof like every 10 minutes.
Multiple times.
But this is one toy I've always kept because of the memories, and I still love it. It still works. Check this out. Still works pretty good. It's one of those toys that I've had forever, and I never wanted to throw it away. I always wanted to keep it because it takes me back to the good parts of my childhood. Alrighty,
Harley, buddy, lay down. Come on, get in your bed. Lay down.
So, I keep a lot of figures. Thanks, Ma. I keep a lot of figures and stuff. I've kept them since I was a kid. Just because they mean a lot to me, take me back to a better place, you know. Everyone has their thing. And if I were asked what my favorite figure or toy from my childhood was, the one I have the most memories attached to, this is Dusty, would have to be this. This is Batman on his bat bike from Batman the Animated Series. I lost this cape 30 fucking years ago, probably. But this is one of my favorite toys in my collection. I absolutely love this thing. Every time I look at it, it makes me remember the old days. And yeah, any Batman fans out there, this is where it's at for me. I absolutely love this thing. You can definitely see the wear on the front there, but you know, we all have our nerdy things. And I just realized I'm a grown man showing off my little baby toys on stream, so I feel kind of dumb, but here you go. One of my favorite things ever from my childhood. I love it. It's on a shelf in my basement, and I look at it every day. And yeah, there you go. Batman. Batman is amazing, y'all. Anyway, I wanted to show one of these. I have a ton of these that I kept from being a kid. The old Mad magazine. This is a
They don't make those anymore, do they?
double cover. School sucks. They don't make these anymore. These were always super fun. I always loved Alfred E. Newman. If you've never read a Mad magazine, it's just they make fun of Hollywooders. They make fun.
It's like a satire, wasn't it? A parody.
It's a parody. They make fun of like Buried with Children, and they draw little comics. They sort of make fun of everything. Oh, that's awesome, Silva. Yeah, I have quite a few of these. I actually have one with Pee Wee Herman.
Do we have the Addams Family one? I thought we had the Addams
Family.
Family.
Addams Family one too. But yeah, Mad Magazine goes pretty far back. They still made it to the 90s, and I loved getting these. They have comics in them. Like I said, they're parodies. I just love how Mad always made fun of everyone. No one was safe from Mad.
Yeah, no one was safe from Mad.
So, always love these. Let's see here. That's awesome, Silva. Yeah, they're so good. It's like old school comedy too. There's nothing like them. So I wanted to show this off too.
That's a Rare game, isn't it? That's from Rare?
So this, yeah, from
Rare.
Rare. So back in the day, the Super Nintendo era, they made a game called Killer Instinct, which I have. I just didn't bring it up. But when you bought Killer Instinct back then, and in my case, I got it for Christmas. Thank you, Mom, for all of this stuff I'm showing. Killer Instinct came with a video game soundtrack when CDs first really got popular. So this really got me into video game music. That's awesome, Shelby. I love Killer Instinct. It's one of my favorite fighting games, and this is the original CD of the game music from Killer Instinct that came with the game. And it's still really good. I listened to it not that long ago, and I was like, holy shit, this is badass. So this gave me a new love and appreciation for video game music. And it's dated 1995, so I was 8 years old. Jamming to some weird techno rock. Yep. Going back pretty far, this is not something I had as a kid, but it's something I played with friends as a kid. However, I did re-buy it about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Castlevania on NES, original Nintendo. Such a fun fucking game.
How many original Nintendo games do you have?
About 10. At one time we had like 20 and I sold some. But Castlevania, one of my favoriteest games ever. Every Castlevania game I love. This is where it all started on the NES by Konami. Love it. Let's see here. What else do we got, folks?
I already got a lot of stuff in my inventory.
Good job, honey. You're killing it. Abby's over here playing the forest. She's doing awesome. So I didn't have this as a kid, but I bought it maybe 10, 12 years ago. It's the oldest comic I have. It is Superman number 201. So the 201st comic ever made for Superman.
Abby, honey, are you on?
It's in pretty
Which game are you on?
okay quality. I've read it,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm on my peace mode. I remember clicking
but
on it.
Okay.
let me show you guys the cover here. Sensational. Clark Kent abandons Superman. Look at the font. I love the font. Hand drawn far before any digital stuff. World's best-selling comics magazine. I quit. I'm through being Superman for good. Yeah. But this one is from 1967. I was negative 20. This is actually the year before my mother was born. So this is the oldest comic I have in my collection. So this is 54 years old. And I love it. Check out the art in this, guys. It's one of my prized possessions.
What about the smell?
The smell of this thing too it's different. Older comics have this smell of like a really old library, like an old attic.
Like full of old books.
Yeah, full of old books.
That's like my favorite smell.
Check out the art in this bad boy. I love these old comics. They're so good too. I mean, obviously they're silly. They're not dark and edgy and all that stuff. But it's one of those things. I love Superman. And when I found this, I got a really good price on it. And I had to get it. And it is the oldest comic I have. And one of my favoriteest comics ever. From 67. This one's from 79, so we're still pretty old. But, you know, gotta give it up for Conan, right? I mean, Conan's amazing. I always loved Conan. Very Herculean. Oh, yes, CJ is correct. Love Conan. I have a few Conan, not a ton, but love the artwork. I love the style. I love the primitive nature of Conan. And again, this one's from 79, so this is from before 8 years before I was born. The artwork's pretty sweet in it. I don't have any huge sentimental attachment, but look at this cover, y'all. I mean, dude, it's Conan fighting fucking lions. You know what I mean? I wish I was that cool, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway. Now here is something...
I think a lot of our friends here will be happy to see this one.
Yeah, this comic I have had... I remember reading this when I was a little boy. Little. Same exact copy. I didn't rebuy it or anything. But, Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. This is one of my favorite comics in my entire collection. Mainly because I've had it since I was a kid.
That's like a super thick comic, too.
It's super
Look how
thick.
That is.
And, you know, I've always loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They'll always have a special place in my heart. But, there you go. It has their origin story. Let's see if it has a date. 1988.
Oh, you were a very little one.
So, yeah.
That's a whole novel.
I'm not sure where it was purchased, but I remember my earliest memories. I remember this thing. One of the first... This is pretty much responsible for getting me into comics. You know. And it is quite thick. Got tons of adventures. It has Krang, Bebop and Rocksteady, Shredder, obviously. Trying to find a cool spread to show them here. You know, that's what kind of art we're working with. I love Donnie. Donnie's my favorite. With his bow staff. Yeah, it's extremely thick. It's not numbered, but I would say there's a solid 100 pages in this thing. One of my prized possessions. Put this in my casket when no, I'm kidding. I don't want to get dark. Yes, I love the Ninja Turtles. Always have, always will. There's another one I had from back in the day. Turtles and Intergalactic Wrestling. Just more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adventures. Let me see. This one's in much better quality. And this, again, is super thick. This one's from 1990. So I've had this one since back in the day as well. Love it. Love the art. Love the Turtles in general. I love their humor. I love how badass they are at fighting. So, here's one I purchased maybe 10 or 15 years ago. It's a some of the newer stuff from the mid-90s. Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. This is actually issue number 1. It's the Archie Adventure series, so it's not like it's super sought after or anything. But it's the Turtles, y'all, and I freaking love it. And you have April O'Neil on there. Had a crush on her. Look, I was a little kid, okay? This one is from 1988. So, give it up for Turtles.
Turtles. Shelby said she'll be back in just a little bit. She said this is super cool. Her internet's being stupid while she's walking, so she'll be back on as soon as she's back home.
That's okay, Shelby. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate you being here. Silva, Ma, anyone else who's out there watching, thank you so much for being here. Look, I don't claim to be a super knowledgeable, know everything about every comic I have. I just know how much I love them. And in you seeing what I have, maybe give you a glimpse into my past. But check this out. Issue number 2, Bill and Ted's Excellent Comic Book. This is one I had since I was a little kid. And I love all Bill and Ted. The newest movie was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. It made me cry because I was so excited to see Bill and Ted again, and it was actually really good.
It was actually really good.
Even got to see Death again, William Sadler. So give it up for that. And this is one that I've had for, Jesus, over 25 years. Thank you. It's from Marvel Comics. I'm not sure how long the line was that they made for Bill and Ted. But let me give you all a little... It's number 2. And let me give you a date on this. 1992. So 5 years old, I got this, and I've had it ever since. And I'm a huge Bill and Ted fan. So there you go. Grew up with it, love it. Let's find something different here. Let's change gears a little bit. Some of this stuff's really dusty. I apologize. Here I have... Oh, Jesus, that's really dusty. Sorry. I haven't played this in many, many years, so... This is my first taste of a touchscreen growing up. That's okay.
You can wipe it down.
The old Gamecom, made by Tiger. Who here remembers Tiger? They made a ton of the old little video games, handheld stuff. But this was the first touchscreen I ever had experience with.
That was a touchscreen? When
Yes.
was that from? What's the date on it?
1997.
Damn, that is old.
1997. First touchscreen I ever had. Let me see if it...
That is really dirty. I need to clean that. I didn't realize how dirty it was.
Batteries are out. But I still have 2 games in it. It's Virtual Fighters and Sonic Jam are in it. And yeah, you could like type stuff on it. You could put... It had an address book in here. I mean, obviously you can play the game cartridges. But I got this in 97, loved it. It was sort of a cheaper alternative to the Game Gear. Every kid wanted a Game Gear and a Game Boy.
Yep.
And we were poor, so I got this. But I loved it. I thought it was great.
I'm kind of jealous. Like, I had a Game Boy.
It's called a Gamecom.
I had a Game Boy Color, and that's kind of cooler.
This was really
bigger.
cool. It was black and white. So, oh yeah, for sure. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, this is the only reason I knew about touchscreen technology. I remember thinking, this is unlike anything else I have. So, yeah, this is...
I think that beat Game
pretty
Boy,
crazy.
honestly. I think they beat Game Boy
For
with that.
touchscreen, yeah.
Yeah.
On the back, it even says patent pending, Tiger Electronics. So, I don't know how many of these they made, but this was the Gamecom. And I loved it. So, you got your little stylus here.
Ooh, I was wondering what that was.
I wish I could turn it on for you guys, but I don't feel like hunting batteries.
I can get some.
It's okay.
No, I want to.
It's
I wanna,
okay.
I wanna
It's
play
okay.
with
It's
it.
okay. But yeah, it's black and white, so you don't get color in the game, but it was still pretty fun. So there's that. Back in the day, so this was from 1991, so this would have been from Batman Returns. When Batman Returns hit the theaters. Oh, hydrate. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
Almost certain my mom took me to see it because I love movies, always have. Especially Batman. And I'm not sure if it was Burger King or McDonald's. Probably McDonald's.
That looks like a McDonald's toy or Wendy's,
But they
maybe.
released these in the Happy Meals. I have the whole set. I'm only missing Two-Face, but I need to get online and buy that.
I thought we had Two-Face.
No, not in these.
Not in that one.
So, yeah, these came in Happy Meals back in 1991. I'm guessing because that's the year Batman Returns was released. I'm guessing these were like a promo for it because that's Keaton in there, and it has the gold Batman symbol. So I have this one. I have Joker. I brought this too. The Robin came with it.
I like Robin.
Robin is more in the style of Batman the Animated Series.
I secretly like Robin better, I think, in that one.
So I have the Joker downstairs. I have the Penguin. But I wanted to show these off. I kept a lot of my Happy Meals toys as a kid, especially if they're superhero themed. So, love these little things. Might be worthless to other people, but they mean a lot to me. Moving on.
This is my favorite one.
Speaking of things that I absolutely adored as a kid, this mixes comics and one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Powdered Toast Man. Number 1. Nickelodeon. The good old days, y'all.
The good old days.
I loved Powdered Toast Man. Anytime I watched Ren and Stimpy, I was hoping he would appear. This is in like perfect condition. It's from 1994. April 1st, 1994. And here's a little... The art is amazing in this thing. And this is like perfect condition. Leave everything to me!
He uses
Powdered Toast Man.
butt cheeks for like everything.
His nipples too. What did he do with his nipples? He did something with his nipples. Anything.
I don't remember.
Anyway.
Powdered Toast Man. He was weird.
He flew backwards a lot. I don't know. But this just brings back a ton of memories because I used to sit in front of the TV and watch Nickelodeon all the time. And now I had a comic. So I've had this for 27 years. Okie dokie. Let's see here. I want to show this off as well. Spider-Man
That's a great one.
versus Powdered Toast Man. Who do you think would win?
Powdered Toast Man got a little beefier.
I love at the top because no one demanded it.
He got a little more beefy in though. I don't know. I think Powdered Toast Man might win.
I just
He's
love...
got an upper hand on
I think
Spidey.
so. But Marvel Comics released it. Oh, thanks, Ma. Nickelodeon was the best. Thank you so much. I love you. But yeah, this is from back in the day as well. That cover, though. I want a poster of that shit, because that's just amazing. That is my childhood right there. I love Spidey. I love Powdered Toast Man. It's so cool, Silva. It'll make you laugh, dude. Get on YouTube and type in Powdered Toast Man. Powdered Toast Man! Old school stuff. Old school. For me, anyway. Oh, this one's from 1993. Let me show you a cool... Powdered Toast Man, y'all. The man, the myth, the legend. I don't know if he even was a fucking man. He had like French toast for a head. But there you go. It just takes me back, you know? That's from 93.
Now, was that separate from Ren and Stimpy, or was it just like a
Powdered Toast Man was a guest on the Ren and Stimpy
a guest
show.
on Ren and Stimpy? Okay.
Yeah.
Is he in the new ones? Or do you think they retired him?
I haven't seen him since the 90s, so. This is another old one. It's from 1979. And this also sort of leads into why I loved Spider-Man Far From Home so much. This Amazing Spidey 198, Mysterio. There's a sort of chunk out of all the pages. It's from 79. There's wear and tear, and I read my comics, so I bag and board all my comics. That's as safe as I really care to have them. So sorry if you guys hear the neighbors being really fucking loud.
Their mower keeps breaking down.
But yeah, here's Spidey versus Mysterio, and I thought Jake Gyllenhaal killed it in Far From Home.
Yeah.
From '79, so obviously I purchased this at a comic shop somewhere in my life. I don't remember where.
Ooh, before you put that back, is there like a super weird retro ad in there? I loved looking. I love looking at those.
Yeah, let me find a super weird retro ad. Here you go. Lego Expert Builder Series. You build a backhoe, bulldozer. Looks like a front loader, like a damn forklift, tractor. So, yeah, that's part of the fun too with old comics. You see old
advertisements,
ads and stuff in
advertisements. Howard the Duck. Wow.
So, Legos are the best.
Heck yeah. Abby got her Legos for her birthday. What'd she get, a Minecraft kit?
Yeah, Abby got a Minecraft Lego kit for her birthday. So, that's pretty cool. There's another old Spidey with Nova. I'm not sure if you guys know who Nova is, but he's in the Marvel Universe. This is from 1977. So this is pretty damn old. It's in really good shape, too.
That's in great shape. I love the colors.
Amazing Spider-Man side by side with Nova. There you go. This is my oldest Spidey comic. I love Spider-Man. I've always loved Spider-Man. Yeah. Long live Spidey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a really cool old
That's
ad.
a good ad. Wow.
Let Joe Weider build you a better body for just $7.98. Look at that dude. Look at Joe's Weider. There you go. 1977. I was -10. Can you be negative? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Another comic I took to school all the time growing up. Not sure if you guys have heard of him. If you have, awesome. If not, there you go. It's a character from Marvel named Namor. He was an Atlantean. The closest you could sort of explain him is he's Marvel's Aquaman.
Yeah.
There are a lot of differences, but you know,
Namor seemed a little bit darker than Aquaman.
Namor was more darker and more grounded.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Superman level strong or anything.
It wasn't like super jokey. Oh, look at the cover. That's like
so, yeah,
holographic.
I used to carry this shit around, and in the front, I had a Trapper Keeper that had a clear front on it, and I would put this in and carry my Trapper, and I'd walk down the hallways like, "What's up, y'all?" People would be like, "Dude, nice comic." I'm like, "Oh, you like that?" Hey. So, give it up for Namor. Marvel. This is from 1993. So I was in first grade when I showed this shit
There's
off.
troll dolls in there. Sorry, I just scrolled. I've got to find my troll dolls. I will totally
Where's
share
the
those
troll
one day.
dolls? Oh yeah,
Right
look
there.
at this ad.
I collect troll dolls. I need some more. If anybody has troll dolls and doesn't
Back in
want
the
them, I'll
day.
take them.
Yeah, I love Namor. So, there you go. Next, let's show off. We've always been huge fans of Star Wars. So here's a toy. This was Kat's. So I can't claim to have this as a child, but she did. This says 1997.
Yep.
Tis a Dubek in the Star Wars universe.
It's a Kenner toy as well. Those are pretty rare.
This is a Kenner.
Mm.
Kenner was from Cincinnati, which is like 8 miles from here. But yeah, check this out.
Yeah, you can do something with his tail, I think. If you wiggle his tail.
If you wiggle his tail.
Or it used to. It used to open
See how
his
head
jaw.
goes up?
His jaw used to open,
His
but I think
jaw
that
broke.
mechanism broke. You can still open it, though. I used to make him eat, like, Luke Skywalker. I used to play with it at my friend's house.
There we go. But yeah, Duvak from Star Wars. Check it. Alrighty. Just want to stop for a minute and thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let me show you some of my cool man cavey, nerdy, nostalgic stuff. Hope I'm not boring you. Hope you like what you see. I agree. Oh man.
That's the ending Disney should have used.
Silver, you're the best, bro. I know I say it a lot, but you're the best.
I think this one might be worth something someday because they're making a movie out of this one.
Yeah, this is a newer comic.
I just found the flashlight.
Good job.
Oh,
Make sure you save it.
So this is Jane Foster Thor, Mighty Thor. The first in the line, the new Mighty Thor line. This is from 2017, not super old.
I love the artwork in it,
But
though.
if
I think
you
that's why
read
we
it-
bought it.
Yeah, the artwork is phenomenal, and I feel like after having read this numerous times, the new Thor film, Love and
Thunder.
Thunder, probably going to pull a lot from this because Jane Foster is going to become Thor in that film. So, there's a pretty cool spread for you. Definitely an awesome comic. Bought it for Katrini. And, yeah, give it up for women, right? None of us would be here without them, so you better respect them.
Will you leave that one out? I don't think I ever got the chance to read it. I want to read it later.
I'll leave it on. I've always loved the Punisher as well. I just picked a random. I have like 10 or 12 old Punisher comics. Picked a random one here. Because I always loved Kingpin. Such a dick, dude. Like, the best bad guys are ones where you're like, fuck that guy. Like, so, I've always loved the Punisher. Always loved Kingpin. And let me just tell you all, the Daredevil series on Netflix is probably my favorite superhero series that's not a movie of all time. It just...
That is so good.
I adore Daredevil as well. But Daredevil was also a big part of the Punisher universe, as well as Kingpin. So, I had to show you guys this.
I heard that Disney bought the rights to Punisher and Jessica Jones, so do you think that they're going to be bringing it back?
Possibly, and I think they're being secretive about Daredevil too. I think they're going to bring him back.
Charlie Cox is just amazing.
Charlie Cox killed it as Daredevil, y'all. And let's not forget Vincent fucking D'Onofrio with his Oscar fucking worthy portrayal of Kingpin.
He
killed
will forever be Kingpin to me.
He was
I can't
so
see him
damn
as
good.
anybody else now.
No one else could convince me they were Kingpin. Fucking awesome. This is from '89. I haven't had this since I was a kid. Doesn't mean I don't love it to death. Had it for many years. Love the Punisher. So, next. For Christmas one year, my mom, these were originally in a box, but I bagged and boarded all of them. And all of the covers, hi Shelby, all of the covers are embossed, so all of the graphics are raised. They're textured. But
Yeah, take one of them out so we
I
can
got
see it.
the set of 5. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. It's Frank Miller. I got these when I was, whatever the date is on them, I got them that year. Let me pull one out. They're all heavy cardboard covers too. So, we're just going through comics, Shelby, showing a couple things off. So, out of all the comics I've ever had, these are some of the first ones I ever had, and I love them. I'm trying to find a date here to give you guys. 1993. So again, it's beveled, it's textured, it's hard cardboard on the front and back. 5 issues.
Yeah, it's like embossed with like a holographic.
There's him with his, when his dad
Red.
died. I remember reading this in 1993, and Daredevil, it just, he thank you, Shelby. It means a lot to me as a hero, you know? And throughout the years, I sort of, throughout the years, I never forgot about Daredevil because he means so much to me, you know. But when Netflix debuted their Daredevil series, again, it's my favorite of all time, and they fucking killed it. I love it. Here's the second issue with Elektra on the front.
Elektra.
So I'm sitting here watching
She's
the
cool.
show, like I know who that is. I know their backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's explaining everything to me, and I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Number 3. Again, this is a series of 5. Quite rare, I believe. Check this out. Again, my love for Kingpin.
Kingpin.
This time he's on a Daredevil cover. Yes, Elektra is a fucking badass.
I liked the new one. Was she in Daredevil?
Yes.
I liked her.
She's so good.
Yeah, she was good.
And this one debuts the yellow suit of Daredevil as well, which we have not yet seen live action. Hopefully in the future, Marvel, get on this, go. But there you go. This set of 5, I remember getting for Christmas when I was 6 years old. These are by far some of my favorite comics I've ever had in my collection.
Oh, careful.
Sorry.
I wouldn't thump it. That's okay.
This is a comic I had when I was, ever since I can remember. I used to carry this to school a lot.
Mighty Thor.
Mighty Thor, and I'm a sucker for badass covers, and this one always tickled my fancy. I love it. And how shall mortals know ye? Thor, the Mighty Thor, number 394.
Do you remember that Thor show that they tried to make in like the 70s or 80s?
I don't.
That was like super bad.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was so bad.
It's from 1988. I remember Thor on the Incredible Hulk, the original Hulk show.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
It was bad, but you actually got to see Thor. Which
right.
was cool.
No, that was cool.
So check his cover out, y'all. And I have to say, Chris Hemsworth, y'all. My only complaint with Chris Hemsworth's Thor is by the time he became Thor, he had super short hair. Look, I'm nitpicky, okay? I grew up with shit like this. He finally becomes Thor, but he has short hair. So he just looks like a dude with lightning. Didn't have the super Thoriness to it. But he's Thor. He does a great job. Fucking phenomenal actor. I love Chris Hemsworth.
Didn't he grow it back out though by the end of after the
He grew it back out when he was fat.
Yeah.
When he was fat Thor.
Well, he'll probably get some working out done by the next time around.
Here's another super old Thor. I don't know about super old. I agree, Silva. He's killing it as Thor, and he's going to be in the new Thor. I think he's going to.
I like his sense of humor too.
He's got a great sense of humor.
So good.
I love Hemsworth so much. I can't picture anyone else being Thor. But yeah, here's an older Thor comic. I haven't had this one since I was a kid, but I've had it for about 10, 15 years. It's from 1978.
Was that Arnold?
Huh?
I saw Arnold in the front, I think.
Nope, just another.
Oh, just an ad. It looked like him.
So, Midgard Serpent, Thor, number 273. 1978. 9 years before I was born. So, I don't know if any of you out there have ever seen the Legion show that was on FX. Phenomenal show. Very mind-fuckery. Very mind-bending. Very
Inception-like almost.
confusing, but psychologically thrilling. I don't know how else to put it. But New Mutants featuring Legion. Give it up for the New Mutants line. This is number 44. Number 98 of this series was the debut of Deadpool.
Oh, wow.
So, but yeah, that's what Legion looked like in the comics. Very cool comic. Bought this for Kat about 5-6 years ago. Love Legion.
Yeah, leave that up for me too. So I was reading, actually, they made the movie for the New Mutants, and I know we haven't seen.
They haven't made the New Mutants movie yet. Oh, they did. It was like in a.
It was like a
psychiatric hospital. We haven't seen that yet.
So I've heard. So originally, a lot of people were complaining about how they didn't like that it looked like a horror movie or anything like that.
New Mutants is supposed to be freaky.
Yeah, but A lot of people are raving that it's gonna be like a cult classic now, like it's supposed to actually be really good. So I want to see it.
I haven't seen it yet. Have any of you all seen the New Mutants movie?
That's one we need to watch.
Now,
Sorry,
yeah, I
I
haven't
keep
seen
yawning.
it yet either. That's okay, honey. So another group of superheroes that I still adore and I completely fell in love with as a kid was the Uncanny X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ton of this line, the Uncanny X-Men. I brought this one up because this is one of the first ones I ever had. I love Sabretooth. I adore Bishop. But y'all, I fucking I've always loved Wolverine. So I had to bring this up, show you guys. This is the good stuff right here. This is number 311. Awesome band, by the way. 1994. So I've had this since 94. Probably read it 100 times. Gotta love the OG X-Men. Some of the movies I weren't too crazy about, but gotta love Hugh Jackman, right? So I have some older ones here I brought up too. Just because I think they're super badass. Brought up Marvel Team Up. Spider-Man and the Hawk. Who doesn't want to see Spider-Man with the Hawk? I mean, fucking A, dude.
Right?
Totally agree, Shelby. Give it up for the damn X-Men. So here's an older one, Marvel Team Up, Spidey and the Hawk. I brought this one up too. I guess it's a lot more rare than this one.
I always loved James Marsden as Cyclops.
They never gave him any adequate screen time.
I know.
Spider-Man and Black Widow. So,
Ooh.
featuring the Silver Samurai. Let me look up the, this is number 54, that's number 57. There's a whole Marvel team-up line. This issue is from 1976. So it's one of my older issues that I have in my collection.
Let me go close that curtain for you so you're not blinded by the sun.
Spidey and the Hawk. Spidey and Black Widow Marvel team up. That's what it's all about, y'all. A couple more comics I want to show you, and then I got a bunch of toys and random shit to show you. But again, just want to take a break. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I love showing off my stuff. You can't tell by the way I'm talking about this stuff. I deeply care about it. And if we ever had a house fire, I'd be depressed. For a lot of reasons, but one being all of my comics would be gone. So here's an oldie but goodie. Batman and Robin. Wail of the Ghost Bride. Pretty creepy shit. I've read this about 10 times, and it's an actual horror story. This is a Batman and Robin horror story. And this very comic sort of reminds me of the horror aspects of Batman. And I really appreciate that. A lot of the older Batman comics have that vibe going on. Batman's a badass. He's got his grappling hook. He beats the bad guys up, you know. But this is sort of more... Older Batman tends to lean towards him actually scaring people just by his presence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at that point, they weren't like, ooh, Batman, what's he gonna do? They were terrified because they see some fucking dude dressed as a bat. It's that old school feeling of like, how crazy this dude has to be to go out every night dressed as a fucking bat. And it's sort of the horror aspect of it. It's part of why I've always liked Batman. This, holy shit balls, that's older than I thought it was. 1971.
Oh wow, that is old.
1971, folks. Batman and Robin. Now, I'm always talking about, I'm sorry, I said before how I'm a lover of a good comic cover. So, check this out, y'all. Let me pull it out here. It's from 1985. I've had this for a long time. Not since I was a kid or anything, but I purchased it a while ago. Yep, 1985. DC Comics presents. Look at this cover, guys. Superman and Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, yes. Do you guys
Give
remember
it
that old
up
movie?
for Swamp Thing, y'all.
The original, like, movie from, like, the 70s or 80s.
Such
It
a
was
good
so
movie.
good.
And I just love the cover of this.
Although, I really liked the new show, too. We need to watch more of that. We never
never
did finish
finished
it.
But I love Swamp Thing. I love Superman. And when I saw this at a comic shop years ago, I'm like, that cover is fucking awesome. And the comic is awesome, too. So, give it up for Soups and Swampy. Super Swamp. Okay, folks. Thanks again for hanging in there with me. I'm sorry if I'm getting on your nerves. So, I have this as well. It's more recent. This is the Amazing Spider-Man 669 variant edition. And it features Victor Wooten. Now, Victor Wooten is one of my musical heroes. One of the reasons I picked up playing bass back in middle school. He's undeniably one of the greatest bass players of all time. If you don't know who Victor Wooten is, please look him up on YouTube. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate that. It means a lot you guys are spending time with me and letting me show you this shit. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you know, this is my stuff. Wanted to show it all. So Marvel drew in, there's an actual issue Marvel drew of Victor Wooten, one of my musical heroes. And if you're into bass, check this dude out. YouTube him. Amazing Spider-Man. And it's actually Victor Wooten who saved Spider-Man. How badass is that? And it's one of the few autographed comics I actually have. That's his actual autograph. I bought this from Victor probably 12 or 13 years ago from his website. And I thought it was amazing because it marries my love for Spider-Man and my love for music all in one go.
Look at my collection.
Good job, Abby.
I have a bunny head, 2 lizard heads, a seagull head, and a deer head.
Abby's playing the forest.
She's showing me her forest stuff. It looks great.
Well, actually,
I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Still got a lot of shit to go if you're up for it.
Go for it. Stream as long as you want.
Wanted to bring up this. Oh, yes it is. Yes, it very much is. And that's, you know, another reason why I love having the comics as opposed to digital. Digital comics are cool, but just holding something in your hand, knowing somebody drew it on paper and colored it, and it's really good stuff. I wanted to bring this up too. Super Smash Bros. On N64. One of my favorite games ever. So much fucking fun. Endless fun. I really want the new Smash Brothers on the Switch, so we're gonna have to save up for that. But shout out for N64, the good old days. Gotta love Super Smash, y'all. Awesome shit. I love the 64 too. So there's that. So here's how cool I was in school back in the day. Elementary school, that is. After that, I despised all school. I kept these. Actually, to be honest, it seems like I got these from the fucking book fair. And like...
You know what you did? Because
94,
they
95.
had those at the Scholastic Book Fair in like 2nd grade. 1st or 2nd grade, I remember those.
Guys, I was fucking obsessed with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I still have my White Ranger, Tommy, and Jason the Red Ranger. The red one is holographic. I don't know if I can... Yeah, see there? It's morphin' time! So,
That's awesome.
and you take the thing... How do you open this thing? And on the inside, it says it's morphing time. So, I used to wear that in school. Made a lot of friends back when the world was new. That's the inside of the Tommy one. Check this out, though.
Go go Power Rangers.
I mean, give it up. Give it up.
Let me see. That looks awesome.
That was what little Tommy was into, amongst
Tommy.
many other things. Yes. That ripping fucking guitar riff.
Right?
Go go Power Rangers. All right.
You still have your costume from when you were a Power Ranger,
I was the
weren't
Red
you?
Ranger. Look, guys. So this is a funny story. I have my Red Ranger. I was the Red Ranger.
Red Ranger's name was Tommy, wasn't it?
No, the Red Ranger. That's what's funny about the story. Red Ranger's name was Jason, and I was the Red Ranger 2 years in a row for Halloween when I was like 7 and 8. I love Tommy as my favorite Ranger ever, especially when he was the Green Ranger, right? And I remember we waited too fucking long to get a Halloween costume for me that year. They only had the Red Ranger.
I bumped the mic.
So I was still a Power Ranger. I'm like, if that's all they got, Ma, I'll be that. So I was Jason the Red Ranger. But I had to explain to all my friends, I wanted to be green, but this is all they had. So I was, and I actually still have it in the basement somewhere.
Does that look better?
It looks okay.
Your face was kind of funky looking on the
My
camera.
face is funky looking.
Nope. I'm going to change
As
something
she
up real
physically
quick.
assaults me.
1 second.
Wifey's changing some settings.
You're looking a little red there, bud. There you go.
Hopefully that looks better.
Yeah.
The other Ranger was supposed to be a boy. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know,
I remember
Shelby.
hearing
I did
about
not
that,
know
yeah.
That's really interesting. Okay, so these, as far as collectibles go, these are definitely super collectible. You could probably get quite a bit for these on eBay, but these will never be sold. Ever. For many, many reasons. These are from 1998. They're still in the wrapper, never been opened. I remember when I got these, I'm like, I'm never opening this shit. It's when the Rugrats movie came out. And Burger King, Kids Club as it was called back then, they had these as toys. Y'all, you all, Reptar, never been opened. Then you get a mini little Nickelodeon magazine back there. And not only do I have him, but I also kept, you know who I kept? My boy!
Tommy Pickles.
Tommy! The coolest Tommy I've ever known, besides being the Green Ranger. But, still in the package, y'all. I was obsessed with Rugrats. These are definitely some prized possessions here. Like I said, if some people go crazy over buying that shit on eBay, I'm keeping mine. Love it too much. So, before we stray away from Power Rangers anymore, this is one of my original figures I've had for almost 30 years now. It says 1990...
Those nuts are all rusty.
93. Yeah, the fucking screws are rusty.
I
But
said
I
his
love
nuts
these.
are rusty.
His nuts are rusty.
Well, he is kind of old.
These were like a line of figures that came out. There's his face, then you hit his little morpher thing, and
I remember those.
there you go. I have this one and the red one. I don't
I had
know.
the pink one when I was a kid.
I left my red one downstairs, but favoriteest ever. Loved Tommy. And I would love to meet the dude. He's at a lot of cons all the time. So there's that. Talking about X-Men, I've had this figure ever since I was a kid. I was obsessed with Wolverine. Don't know why he's in a spacesuit here, but it's fucking Wolverine. I don't care. I love it. Prized possession of mine. 1995, probably the height of, you know, the X-Men series that I still watch every now and then to this day. So this is definitely up on the shelf in the basement. Pretty good quality still, but I rest assured I played with it all the time. So give it up for Wolverine there. And I'm still waiting for this fucking suit on screen. I love Hugh Jackman, but he never donned the yellow. Come on, dude. Here's another Iceman figure from the X-Men back in the day. I remember playing with this when I was a tiny little kid.
What's the thing on his back, dude? There's like some kind of button there or something.
It's broken, so I don't really know.
I bet he lit up or something like that.
1995.
I bet he had a light in him or something and he lit up.
Look how dirty or how worn out his. All of him used to be the blue color, but that's how much I played with him. I played the color off of him as a kid. I loved Iceman, so.
Well, you know, that kind of plastic yellowed
Remember
so
my
much too
cousin
back in the
having
day.
That's cool. Right. Oh, and can't forget.
Oh.
You know,
cool stuff.
I remember getting this at the height of. Thanks, Silva. Getting this at the height of the Power Rangers craze for Christmas. No, for my birthday one year. And these had the coins that you could take out. I still have. I don't know if I still have these coins anywhere. But this was the Tyrannosaurus, which was Jason, the Red Ranger. You just put it in the little. And when the batteries actually do work, when you open it up, there's lights all up in this red thing here.
That battery doesn't need.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah. Big piece of my childhood. You know, find something to tie it around my waist, pull it out, and go, it's morphin' time! So, it's from the old day. Speaking of collectibles, again, how many of y'all remember those old Taco Bell commercials featuring this dude? I have two of these. I brought up the one, you know, free tacos. But this one said, I think he said Viva Gorditas because the
Viva
Gordita,
Gorditas, yeah.
the Gordita came out. Yeah, you can hear it. I mean, the batteries have probably been out for 25 years, but
Taco Bell.
This is from. Doesn't have a date, but I would have. I know it was the 90s, probably 97 or so.
Te quiero.
No, this one said Te quiero Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, it's on his little collar there.
Oh yeah, yo quiero Taco Bell. So the guy that did the voice for the Chihuahua in the commercials is the guy that went on to do Rocco's voice in Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, Alice Rocky?
Carlos Alazraqui.
No way.
And Carlos Alazraqui is also in Reno 911.
I love that man.
With gray hair.
He is hilarious.
So give it up for Carlos Alazraqui, and I love these commercials that came out. So love these.
I forgot to say before I went out and started hunting. I fell in the sinkhole and died.
I'm sorry, Abby.
You fell in a sinkhole. That's okay.
I lost all my creature heads that I had though.
We'll go get it again. Yeah, go get it again. You'll be fine. Hey, buddy, have you eaten lately? Are you hungry?
I'm good.
What have you eaten today? You didn't eat lunch, did you?
You gotta eat, pal. How did you not eat?
To be fair, she got up at noon.
Yeah.
She ate cereal at noon.
Okay, now you're just
Yes,
making me
Shelby,
Yes, you
Popwell. No, Abby, no, you're not in
Please
trouble,
do.
bud.
I could actually go grab some pops and show you guys. I'm obsessed with pops. We have
Yeah, I
quite
can
a
get
few.
some. I'll go get some. I have some good ones.
But God, I love Funko Pops. They're so fucking awesome.
Show off some of mine. I'll go get some from the other room.
There's a couple that are always on the shelf.
This is like my favorite one that you got me.
I got this for Cat.
That's from my childhood. I loved it.
That's deep from Dark Crystal. We love Dark Crystal.
Little Nurlock.
Gotten these for her over the years. And Shelby, please do send us that picture. We love Fallout, Strong Man, Medic Man. See, there you go. That's awesome. Everyone has their pride and joy, you know? I mean, this is the kind of shit we love. And I appreciate you guys letting me share it with you. So, going back a little bit while she's getting some of those Funko Pops, I'm not sure why this dude was the face of McDonald's in the late 80s, but it was just this Moon Man. I have a ton of these. A little guy with his head shaped like a moon. This was the McDonald's spokesperson. I don't know why or how, but I have a ton of these, and these remind me of being like 3 and 4 years old. I have a ton of these little toys. They came in Happy Meals. I don't know, he looks kind of dumb, but these take me back to my really, really young days. This has 1990 on it, so pretty cool stuff. I like the old stuff. Like I said, I've always been a fan of Spider-Man. This came in a 1996, I believe this was Burger King, a Burger King toy. So it's just Spider-Man sitting in his little car, and the wheels roll, and his little web shoots out. See if I can get it to work. Anyway, little web shoots off the front. Spider-Man. Peter Parker. Will always love Spider-Man. Yes, I have a ton of Happy Meal toys, Shelby. I'm not sure if you were here during this, Shelby, but these are some of my prized possessions. You may have seen me unopened Reptar and Tommy Pickles from when the Rugrats movie came out from Burger King. Love these. Love these.
I just found a secret.
I'll show them in a little bit.
Or a secret cave or something.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Just want to show a couple more figures, y'all.
Yeah, go for it. You can go through that whole box if you want. I am gonna get some dinner started though because I realized Abby, since she got up late, she didn't eat any lunch.
Fix
She had
me whatever.
breakfast,
I'll eat
so
whatever.
yeah, I'm gonna pick some food.
So
I'll be
again,
back.
oh, thanks, Shelby. No way. I would love to. I gotta get that. I'd love to have that. That is super cool. I adored Rugrats again. I love Tommy Pickles. Always,
Does pizza sound good?
Yeah, I'll have some pizzas.
always loved Tommy. But again, being a huge fan of X-Men and Wolverine as a kid, this is the Weapon X program Wolverine. It's got his claws. I've kept this for many years. I don't see a date on it, but I'm guessing it's from about 94, 95. Something like that. So, hardcore Wolverine fan right here. Give it up for Wolvie. So,
I won't.
there's Abby with her snacks. Going back to my love for the Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are some of the oldest figures I kept from my childhood. Kept Donnie. No fucking clue where his bow staff went. Again, these are 30 plus years old. I've got Donnie. One of my favorite figures of all time in my entire collection. One that I remember playing with as a tiny kid. Michelangelo.
Yeah.
From the Ninja Turtles. Love it. Oh, I would love to see him, Shelby. Always been obsessed with turtles. I have quite a few more figures downstairs, but I wanted to bring these up, show you guys.
Well, you don't want to spoil all of them because, you know, you might do more streams in the future if people want you to.
That's true. But yeah, in terms of, you know, things that mean a lot to you, things you've had since you were a kid, collectibles, these mean the world to me. Remember playing with these as a very, very small kid. Oh, and here's one. This is Michelangelo that came out a couple years later. You can open his shell and turn him into an actual little turtle. But I don't want to do that because I don't know if this will break. This is pretty damn old. Good old Mikey. 1992. That's how long I've had this. So 30, almost 30 years. So give it up for the turtles. And thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me and letting me show you all this shit. That's awesome, Shelby. I don't have it anymore. Hopefully my mom has kept it in her basement. I used to have the Ghostbusters car. What the fuck was the name of it? I forget the name of it. But I had the
I can't remember.
the Ghostbusters car. It was like this big.
The Ecto.
The Ecto 1.
Ecto 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had the car as a kid. I love the Ghost. Oh, that's so cool. I always loved Ghostbusters. Really excited about the new one.
So there's gonna be a new one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
And the last turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle piece that I brought up. This one means so much to me. I would say it's from 89 or 90. But, you know, we all get attached to things. He has the house car and the helicopter. That is so cool. I'd love to see that.
Awesome.
That is really cool. But we all get attached to things we had as kids. And me, obviously, I kept a lot of it. But this probably means the most to me sentimentally out of my whole collection of anything I have from that era. It is Raphael on a flashlight. And, you know, to a lot of people, it's just a stupid little old Turtles toy. But this shit helped me fight my fear of the dark. You know how we all go through that as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
I had my fucking turtle flashlight. No monster can fuck with me with this, right? That's what I used to think. This thing means the world to me. I hope nothing ever happens to this.
Abby,
Love this thing.
keep your headphones on, babe.
It's hurt my ears.
It's okay. So I don't know if you guys know who these peeps are. I have the whole set, but I only brought up two. It's the Raisins.
Yes, the raisins.
They were really popular in the 80s, early 90s. They were not spokespeople. They were like the mascots for, what cereal was it? Raisin Bran?
Raisin Bran, I think, yeah.
Yeah, there were commercials and cartoons of these dudes. They all played instruments. This one's skateboarding, but I love the Raisins. Yes, the Raisin guys. I have the whole set, a couple stuffed raisins. I was obsessed with these as a kid, and I kept these. So, there you go in all their creepy glory. Ew. Look at that creepy ass. He's like, that's the face of watching you through your bathroom window.
Yeah, it totally is.
Moving on. Again, I've always loved Spider-Man.
He has like billions of
I
Spider-Man
have billions
toys.
of Spider-Man toys, but this is one of my favorite. Yes, David. Hell
Hey,
yeah,
David.
dude.
Hello.
I've showed so much stuff, Dave. I appreciate you coming in, man.
I see what you did there through the grapevine.
Lead it through the grapevine. So here's an old Spider-Man figure I've had since forever ago. I don't know, probably the early 90s. Always been obsessed with Spider-Man. And I've kept this since I was a wee lad. So this is one of like Infinity Spider-Man toys I have. But I mean, give it up, y'all. Give it up. Another figure I have here that I remember playing with. Some of my earliest memories of being on planet Earth.
I think everybody will have a large appreciation for this
I
one.
hope you all will appreciate this. I'm going to show the figure, and the first person to tell me who it is gets a virtual high five. So, it's one of my favorite figures I've ever had. I'm super glad I kept it all these years. It's worn out, discolored in spots, but God, it's one of my favorites ever.
Its joints are kind of
nothing
janky.
ever happens to it. Yeah. So, are you ready?
Move him a little closer here so you can see him better. Pull him back a little bit. Maybe. It's not focusing on him. But I think they can tell by that mustache and that red hair.
No, not quite.
You could probably do like some kung fu
The
action,
side
right?
profile is a good indication.
It's nice and squeaky.
Here, I'll give you a hint.
Yes, Chuck Norris.
Chucky. Chuck E.
His legs are super loose. He doesn't stand up
Remember when
anymore.
Chuck would do this move? No, I'm just kidding.
Good old swing leg.
Chuck Norris, you guys are the best. I love you so much. This is my favorite figure growing up. I was fucking obsessed with Chuck Norris, y'all. You wouldn't even believe it. This dude was the cock of the walk, y'all.
I'm pretty sure like every kid,
ass dude.
when they saw Chuck Norris on TV for the first time, like they instantly wanted to go buy nunchucks.
Right. Well, he didn't do a lot of nunchucks.
He
He did the roundhouse. He had a special roundhouse kick.
Oh yeah. No, I'm probably thinking of Bruce Lee, but
Oh yeah, Bruce Lee was a nunchuck.
no, Bruce Lee was the nunchucks for me.
Y'all, me and my mom used to watch Walker Texas Ranger religiously.
Oh,
weekly,
yeah.
Just for Chucky, y'all. I love this figure.
I love his hair.
And
He's got that
Give
mullet.
it up for the hair. He's actually in his mid-80s now, and he could probably still whoop the living shit out of me. But love Chuck. He's a fucking treasure. I'm so happy you guys knew who it was. All right, we're getting to the bare bones here. I'm sure you all know who this is. RoboCop. So,
RoboCop,
RoboCop.
if you want to be weird.
I have 3 RoboCop figures. This one, you hit the button, then he makes the sound of him flying. Oh yeah, give it up for RoboCop. Special memories with RoboCop. For one, growing up as a kid, we went to Pizza Hut, not far from where we live right now, actually.
Oh, the one down on Dixie, right?
It was on Dream Street.
Yeah, Dream Street.
They had an arcade game in the front lobby. There's a tiny little lobby. They had Terminator versus RoboCop. And you had the little guns, you know. And I love the movies. I always grew up watching the movies. And the first time I was ever traumatized by a movie was the first RoboCop. It's still hard for me to watch RoboCop, the first one, because of I forget his name when he was a cop, but when they fucking
Abby. Pause
I don't know if they have him tied up or
Oh
whoa.
shit, Abs. Honey, don't sit on the back of the couch,
Technical
okay?
difficulties. Our light fell over. But in the beginning of, well, maybe midway. Yeah, I love the first one too, man. The guy who became RoboCop, all these thugs are like taking turns shooting him with a shotgun, and his limbs are being blown off, blood's going everywhere, and they're all laughing as they brutally murder him. I cried, dude, so hard as a kid. First time I was ever traumatized by a movie. But he became RoboCop, and he became super badass and cool. And RoboCop will always have a special place for me.
What's up, Chicky?
David, how you doing today, brother? How's everybody doing?
You know, speaking of RoboCop, it just reminded me that my password on Roblox is RoboCop13.
That's awesome.
Buddy, number one tip of the internet, don't ever give out your password on the internet.
Well, it's not like they're gonna know my username.
I'm glad you're good.
Okay.
I understand being tired from.
You should probably change your password.
I'm going to.
Okay.
So we're getting
I like your
down
password though.
to the if y'all want another collecting or collectible stream, I could yeah, Abby, you have to change it. That's my kiddo. So here's another collectible I've had.
Which was that one? Ooh, that's the one I was thinking of.
Tommy Lee Jones. Crazy kids, right? Tommy Lee Jones and Batman Forever. Kenner made these. Kenner made a lot of the old Batman figures. Again, give it up for Kenner. I still think Tommy Lee Jones was a weird fucking casting for Batman Forever as Two-Face, but I loved his outfit, and I loved the movie as a kid. I'll still watch it. I just doesn't really hold up for me now, but I still love the figure. I loved his outfit in it. So Harvey did Two-Face, and you know, always loved Jim Carrey. So you got to give it up to the Riddler. And this is him. I don't know. I guess he was setting off a bomb or something. But have the old Kenner Riddler figure as well from that era. So these are all from my Batman shelf. And these figures are some of the oldest figures that I kept from being a kid. They're probably from like 89 or 90. But the original 6-inch Batman figures. I have a few more in the basement, but these have been well played with and in my possession for over 30 years, especially this one. You know, it really sparked my love for Batman. I've watched all the movies, you know, but I've just been obsessed with these figures over the years. Obviously, especially when I was a little boy. You know, I have this one as well. A yellow Batman. Don't know why he's yellow, but it was Batman, so I had to get it, right? Or my mom bought it for me, whatever. So these mean a whole lot to me. Everyone has their things they're obsessed with. Vintage Batman, y'all. Played with these many years. So that's all the figures I gotta show you. Actually,
No, you got my Funkos too.
we're gonna do Funkos, and I want to show you all this. I bought this a few years ago, and kept it on the board. This is, I guess you could say, this is a pretty nice collectible, right?
Oh yes, we got that at the antique mall, didn't we?
Yes. So Superman, Man of Steel, Cyberlink Soups and Bats. It's made by Kenner, of course. Still on the original backing. The limited edition cards as well. This hangs on the wall downstairs because I absolutely love it. Thank you, Shelby. This is one of my prized possessions. I was super glad I found this.
What are these little
And it's in decent
items?
condition too.
Are those like collectible cards?
Collectible cards, yeah. So I got a good price on this. And what makes me so happy about this is, you know, the colors, the detail of the figures. This is something I would have bought as a kid. Like the allure of going to the grocery store. I always had to stop by the, you know, toy aisle.
Oh yeah.
And this was something that I would have been my jam. I've showed you. I didn't bring up any of my Superman figures.
We'll do soups next time.
Yeah, I'll show you guys my Superman collection next time. But here's one. So this is it's the good stuff, y'all.
Abby, honey,
Superman,
watch it, please.
Batman.
Careful.
They also have the metallic plates in the back that you can probably put them up on a stand. But I'm never opening this, so. And the cool part too as like all the other Kinder toys in the day. They show you pictures of the whole line.
Well, yeah, so you'll buy them all and be poor.
And we were poor, so I only got one every now and then, but I got a lot of action figures from yard sales back in the day. But this I'm very happy to have, and I hang it proudly in my man cave downstairs. So there you go, folks. That is the first. I've gone through everything I brought up. So I brought up a box full. I wanted to show you guys.
No,
Hopefully...
there's still a couple things over there. The Funkos, that
okay,
big
so
old
we have
item
two
over
things
there.
left. But I just want to throw out my appreciation and thanks to you all.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in and hanging out with us
Means a lot, you
tonight.
coming and hanging out, and
We just randomly wanted to stream today.
we randomly wanted to stream. I wanted to show off, you know, my favorite things that I've kept as a kid, my favorite collectibles I have. Probably not worth shit money-wise, but they're worth the world to me. And I'm a very sentimental guy, so appreciate you letting me share them with you. Appreciate you hanging out and looking at said things with me. You believe we went through all these, yo? That's a fun.
Damn, that's not even like touching the surface on his comic book collection, though. He's got an entire cabinet full.
I want more comics. So. That means the world, Shelby. That means a whole lot you saying that, honestly. I really appreciate that. Really, really do. Thank you so much. So I'm going to put these away real quick. I got some more stuff to show you guys. Got one last thing I wanted to show you all from my heyday. And then we'll show off some of our Funkos. Just a moment, y'all.
Making some room.
All the stuff in this box is just so important to me.
Yeah.
Especially this, if y'all didn't see it. My favorite figure I've ever had, ever. And I'll keep it forever. Batman the Animated Series on his speeder bike. Fucking A, y'all. Always love Batman. Okay. Again, I super appreciate it, guys. Who doesn't like to show off their collection? You know, stuff that means a lot to them.
Right. I'm thinking of doing like
Thank
an
you, Shelby.
art,
I think so.
like an art gallery type stream sometime. Going through some of my old drawings and paintings and stuff.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be fun.
So these are only some of our Funkos.
Shelby's seen some of these from my office.
I would like to, if you guys are up for it, we'd love to do another collectible stream and just show you a bunch of stuff. Other stuff that we have collected over the years. But we'll go through some of our Funkos here. Who knows who this gentleman is?
Quite a snazzy gentleman.
Very snazzy gentleman.
Still
very
this day.
handsome. Super hot, one would say.
Thank you, Shelby. That bike was badass. Yeah, Tommy built me a shelf for my office to put some of mine up.
Just having a place. Yeah, I hear you. But this, Dr. Ian Malcolm from the old Jurassic Park, who is set to return in Jurassic World 3.
Yep.
Which I'm super fucking excited for.
Yep, that was a gift to me from my old boss before we
moved.
No, that was before we went to work remotely.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was about a year before he moved.
So, obviously it's Jeff Goldblum, one of the greatest people on the face of the earth. Give it up. Got that. And again with the comics.
Yeah, they're dusty. I haven't cleaned them in a while.
Big fan of Raven, DC Comics. Love Raven.
I love her skull.
This is like a special edition Raven. I forget what it's called, but we're big fans of Raven. I thought Raven was pretty cool in the Teen Titans show.
Mm.
And Ivy likes Raven because of the Teen Titans cartoon, and I grew up reading about Raven. So, good old Raven. Can you all tell me who this gentleman is?
He's got his little microphone. His lovely 70s hair.
There we go.
Killer bodysuit.
Gotta love it. One of the greatest singers, in our humble opinions, of all time. Freddie Mercury from Queen. Love Freddie. This is a suit he used to wear in the late 70s. Freddie, if you can hear me, man, you're a fucking badass. Love Freddie. Love the film Bohemian Rhapsody too. I thought
That was great.
Rami killed it in that. Moving on. These are all dusty, sorry. Moving on, we have the classic
Harley Quinn.
Harleen Quinzel, Harley Quinn, with her signature
Hammer.
sledgehammer. So, gotta love Harley Quinn. The classics.
Although I gotta say, I honestly think I like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn hammer better.
Yeah.
Just a little
She
bit more
had a
pizzazz.
more
to
recent rendition.
Yeah.
This Harley Quinn is from Batman the Animated Series.
Yep. Oh, that one is a two-piece. That the one that comes with it isn't technically a Funko, I don't think.
Close enough.
It's a BBC figure of all things.
So we have this. Wow,
For our
that's
Doctor.
dusty.
For our Doctor Who fans out there.
For Doctor Who fans, the BBC. We have the TARDIS. And
Abby, honey, can you please turn the volume down?
David
on that, honey?
Tennant as Doctor.
Tardia!
I'm laughing with you, not at you. I read Tardia and I'm like,
I want to go there.
it
That sounds like a fun,
really
magical
cool place, doesn't
yeah.
it?
Why did that immediately remind me of Narnia?
Right? So there's the Tardia. Shelby, you're funny.
Wait,
I knew exactly what you meant, but I just
what if Tardia is the place where the TARDIS is made?
maybe. And then, like I said, we have David Tennant, our favorite Doctor, Doctor Who. Get a good look at that.
His nice dust.
His accent, I
Cover.
love his whimsical sensibilities. Got to love David Tennant. Moving on. These two fellers from the Viking show, Ragnar, and what's this dude's name again?
Rollo is his brother.
Rollo. So, give it up for Vikings, and give it up for Vikings the show. And, yeah, there you go. We also have Oswald Cobblepot / the Penguin from the Gotham show that came out. He's got a snazzy little suit there, if you can see it.
I like his do.
And he has the classic duck butt do.
Ooh, CJ's a big Doctor Who fan. Nice.
Very cool.
We've not seen the old ones. We've only seen the
Oswald Cobblepot.
the
newer
newer ones that came out.
Start
But-
out with Eccleston.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to catch up on it. This guy's probably my favorite.
Penguin, yes. Yes, absolutely. From the Gotham television series. Oswald.
This guy.
This guy is one of Kat's favorite. I bought him 4 years ago.
He is a Hot Topic exclusive, I think.
Yes. You like it. Good old Beetlejuice. Can't go wrong with him. Hey, you bunch of losers! Nice fucking model!
And do the honk honk.
He just
So,
kicks the tree.
Beetlejuice is one of our favorite films of all time.
Yes.
All time. And this is by far one of my favorite Funko Pops we have because of the detail, and he has the guide hat.
Mm-hmm.
This is when he flies up out of the grave.
Let me see if you can get his face detail on there, because it was kind of, let me get my shirt, like,
Oh, there
behind
you go.
it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. You can kind of see. I
He's
love
got-
the green around his
Yeah.
face. His little shirt.
Thanks, Shelby. Yeah, Beetlejuice is fucking amazing.
Oh, sorry, guys. There might be some feedback. I put my phone by the computer.
Sticking in line with Tim Burton.
Miss Sally.
We have the lovely and beautiful Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I always loved her. I actually had a crush on her as a kid. I know she was fake in claymation, but we're all kids. So we've all been kids before. So there's the beautiful Sally. I always loved her outfit. Stitched together, different colors. So give it up for Sally. This is our only 8-bit Funko Pop. And when I say 8-bit, you'll see why. That is Freddy Krueger. He's really fucking heavy.
Yeah, he's very heavy.
But thought it looked cool. We bought it for Kat years ago. We love Freddy. He actually scared the shit out of me as a kid.
I did a painting of Freddy Krueger a while ago for a friend.
You did an amazing painting.
I need
of Freddy
to.
Krueger.
I'll share that one day with you guys.
But here's good old Freddy.
I gotta go check the pizza. Be right back.
Here we have the insatiable and lovely Deadpool. We love Deadpool. Give it up for Deadpool.
I like it's a Funko.
This is a Q-Fig.
It's a Q-Pop.
Yeah, we also have a Jessica Jones Q-Fig as well, because we love Jessica Jones. I like the pixelated
I
look.
like the way the smoke comes up and it's like jagged around.
This one has like smoke and flames. One of our favorite Q-Figs we've ever gotten.
I love that this part, you can't really see it here, but this is translucent.
Yeah,
so you can kind of see through it, and it lights up. It's pretty cool.
So pretty cool stuff there. We love Deadpool. And last but absolutely in no area of the universe least, one of the most beautiful women that's ever been in show business.
One of my idols.
Elvira. You can even see her little breasts. And
boob crack.
It's one of the few times Elvira's boobs are little.
Yes. The one time her head was bigger than them.
We love Elvira. We've always loved Elvira. I remember watching her film as a kid. And you'll never guess why I
sweetie,
liked her
please
as a
turn
kid
the
either.
volume down off your controller.
It won't. I've turned it down all the way. It does nothing.
It's okay,
No.
guys.
Go in the controller settings.
But yes, gotta love Elvira. Huge fan, huge fan, huge fan. So, there's some of our Funko Pops too. If we have another collection stream,
Don't worry about it, bud. I'm talking to Abby. Abby,
we will show you
don't
more.
worry about it.
But that's all I got to show. Well, no. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. One more thing. And again, thank you guys so much. Shelby likes Elvira. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Last thing I want to show you will probably be the end of the stream.
Yeah, we'll probably wrap
suppose.
it up because we're gonna eat some dinner.
Again, this was like a little bonus stream. We didn't plan on streaming today, and then I guess we will. And it means a lot you all were
This
hanging
has
out with
ended
us.
up being really fun.
This is a lot of fun. I love showing off my stuff. Again, there's plenty more in the basement. If you guys are interested, I'd love to do another stream like this because I'm having fun and I appreciate your all's input on the things I'm showing. Thank you, Shelby. So, the last thing I want to show. Oh, we're always happy to have you. Thank you. Last thing I wanted to show. I played with this relentlessly as a kid. Tis a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers mini pinball machine. Absolutely obsessed with this thing as a child. It does not work anymore.
Did you have a Ninja Turtles one too, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I didn't. This is definitely, one of the highlights of my childhood. Right here in one little toy.
I always wanted one of those.
Got this from a yard sale. My grandma bought it for me. Loved it. It made cool sounds. And, there you go. And then at the bottom here, you have all the Power Rangers. Pretty sweet graphic on there, the rubber bands. Still got the ball in there. Still works, just the electronics don't work. But I've always kept it because I don't have the heart to get rid of it, and it means so much to me.
Wiring's probably busted on the inside.
So there is the final collectible I'm going to show you. There's Lord Zed in the middle.
That's awesome.
So
Zed was awesome.
pretty decent size. I mean, one of my favorite toys as a kid. One of my favorite collectibles. So there you guys go. Those are some of my favoriteest collectibles that I've ever had in my life. Collectibles meaning things I've had since I was a kid that I love and I don't want to live without. We all have our things we enjoy. And a lot of the things I showed you guys today are some of my favorite things in my possession. I really ain't got nothing else to show you guys.
Oh, no. We can show a couple more. I've got a couple more Funkos I just remembered. We might have shown them off before, but they'd be good for the stream.
I think we've shown them.
Can bring them up in more close detail.
Love you guys so much. Thank you.
These will be the last two. Because we got dinner ready.
I think we have shown these before. These sit underneath our TV, so we look at them a lot. The child. We're obsessed with Grogu.
He's adorable.
Gotta love the child.
He's got a little frog with him, doesn't he?
No, he's just doing his force hand. He's doing a little forcey thing.
Well, it's more a force claw because he has little claws.
Right. And of course, I got this for Christmas from my mother. Amazon exclusive. It's a metallic Mandalorian. So these we haven't taken out of the box. They just sit under our TV and they stare at us all the time. So new or old, we've always loved. Yeah, give it up for Baby Yoda. New or old stuff, we've always loved little figures, knickknacks, things we grew up with, things we continue to love. We've always loved Star Wars, stuff like that. So that'll be it for the stream, guys. And again, hi. Again, I can't tell you enough how much it means to me that you're actually interested in me and the things I love, things I've had for years. Again, being a sentimental guy means a lot. You want to hang out and see what means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll come up with a better setup for next time too. Maybe we can get an extra camera so we can have one to where you can show it better, display it better. We'll come up with something.
Yep, I had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you could not have a great time showing off your favoriteest things in the world. But again, thank you guys so much. More than appreciate you. Shelby, you're the best. Thank you so much for the kind words and seemed like you were really into it there. Appreciate it. David, thank you. Silva, as always, love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. And anyone else who has watched, truly means the world to me. Hopefully we can get together soon, Shelby and CJ, depending on the pandemic and vaccines, and there's a whole bunch of shit going on. But we'd love to hang out and I'd love to see your guys' collectibles, and if any of you all have collectibles, definitely blast them on our Discord channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some new channels tonight. I need to work on updating our Discord. I've got some things to change around.
We're gonna be working on our Discord, and again, it means a whole lot. You guys hung out with me today. Well, us, but I've been the only ugly mug on the screen. You have a great night as well.
Oh, nice. Good luck with the vaccine. I hope that you
vaccine it up.
You recover quickly from it.
Yeah, we will be getting ours soon. Love to have you guys over sometime. That means a lot. Same for you all. We talk about it a lot. In a world full of assholes, it's nice to have like-minded folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With you.
So, what are we doing later this week?
Later this week, Thursday, we'll probably stream. We'll pick a game to stream. I want to do a different game. We'll be streaming Thursday night. Saturday evening, we don't really know yet. Sunday is
Well,
Cat's
Saturday's Mystery Saturday, so it's
Saturday's
always a mystery.
Saturday. Sunday is Cat's Art Stream. And Monday, Abby will probably want to play Subnautica for you guys. But yeah, we're going to go eat some pizza. Play some video games, watch TV. I'm probably going to go jam, play some music. But again, we wanted to hop on, and I'm glad. I feel like this was a success. I had a great time. It seems like some of you all did too, and I thank you very much for being here. And we get to share these things, get to show off my toys. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from the bottom of our heart. Means a lot you spending time with us. I'm going to stop talking because I feel I've overstayed my welcome.
I quit. You never do.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know on Discord or text or whatever if you're really into this. And we'll do another collectible stream. I'll show you guys some more cool stuff. Take care, Silva. Love you, buddy. Shelby, CJ, love you guys so much. Take care. Thank you for the awesome stream. And see you on Thursday.
See you Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye,
Bye-bye,
guys.
friends.
Have a good night.
Y'all take care. Appreciate you.